Detective James had been working in law enforcement for over a decade and he had seen his fair share of cases. But when he received a call about disappearing diamonds, he knew that this case would be unlike any he had ever encountered before. As James arrived at the scene of the crime, he was met with a strange sight. The victim, Mr. Johnson, was pacing back and forth in his living room, muttering to himself. "What's the problem, Mr. Johnson?" James asked, trying to calm him down. "It's my diamonds," Mr. Johnson said, shaking his head. "They've disappeared." James listened as Mr. Johnson explained how he had returned from a vacation to find that his safe had been opened and his diamonds were gone. As James began to investigate the case, he realized that the thief had left no clues behind. There was no sign of forced entry, and the security footage was blurry and inconclusive. As James followed the few leads he had, he found himself in some strange situations. He had to follow the trail of the thief through an underground network of diamond dealers, dodge a flying dagger, and even swing through a murky river to catch him. Despite the craziness of the situation, James managed to solve the case. He apprehended the thief and returned Mr. Johnson's stolen diamonds to him. As he sat in his office reflecting on the case, James couldn't help but feel a sense of satisfaction. It was one of the most challenging cases he had ever worked on, but it had also been one of the most rewarding. From that day on, James made it a point to never underestimate the power of determination and resourcefulness. He realized that even in the most difficult situations, there was always a way to find a solution, and he knew that he would always remember the case of the disappearing diamonds as a reminder of the importance of staying sharp and never giving up.